You've heard me talk about the market. I want to talk about something that's close to my heart, my favorite monthly videos, the Gellman team. What is happening in our team? What recap do I have for you? All's great. And the reason all's great is last year, 2025, we had the best year in the history of our company. But here's what's cool. Our agents, and we have many new additions this year, are changing the way we do business. And our first quarter will be the biggest first quarter in the history of our company. So we're taking the momentum from last year, carrying it forward, and great things are happening. February, 34 families served, over 13 million in volume. And that's going to jump to over 45 or 50 families and over 25 million in March. So we're really excited. Quarter one, we had our meeting. You maybe saw the video. Excited about that. And here's the reason that I'm excited about our quarter one meeting. We didn't have it at the end of the quarter. No, we had it in mid-February. Why do we have it in mid-February when the quarter ends at the end of March? Because I still want to give people time to end the first quarter strong. If we have the quarter end at the end of the quarter, it's over. So I want to get people into action early. I want to focus our efforts on making sure they're on track. And if they're not on track, what do they need to get on track? That is always a great event. Our quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, and year-end business planning. It was at Shafley Bottle Works right up the street from our Murdoch building. Great venue for that. Game show battle, I highly recommend it if you've never been there. It's at the district in Chesterfield. Fun times. Group of 18, the red team competed against the blue team. Lobster Hearts was the winner. If you could guess, that was the red team. It was fun though. And then we stayed after and had some food and drinks at Four Hands. If you haven't visited the district, I would highly recommend that. Work anniversaries in February. Aubrey, our offshore division, she runs the offshore for us. She's been with us 12 years. Kathy Eichelberger, teacher, retired, real estate advisors, 4 years. Dan Singer, photographer, videographer, great job, 2 years. And Bob Chanda, Courier, and he may be doing a little bit of ISA work. 1 year on the team. Core values, 11 core values. They mean the world to me. That's how we run our business, by our core values. We get shout outs, and yours truly got shouted out. Deana and Mark Gellman, submitted by Whitney. Huge shout out to Mark and Deana for having my back when I was out sick. Mark stepped in to handle the listing consultation solo without missing a beat, and Deana crushed the final walkthrough. I'm grateful to work alongside people who care this much about our clients and each other. This is what teamwork looks like. And that listing, I'll take a little bit of credit. I interviewed, but here's the thing. Whitney met with them 2 more times. Great new listing, Heart of Chesterfield off of Keystone, be going live in a few weeks. Bill Kiefer, submitted by Deana Clark. Bill has a tremendous wealth and breadth of knowledge. I'm grateful that he's on my team and willing to answer questions, bounce ideas off. Bill remains calm during chaos and always goes above and beyond for his clients. Thank you, Bill. We continue to raise the bar, providing value for agents. We're upgrading our marketing to be more agent focused. You're going to see our agents all over the place. You've already seen them on our billboards. You're going to see them now more than ever on social media. You're going to see them on our closing cards. And you know what? You're even going to see some signage with them on. We're really excited about that. As I mentioned, record first quarter, big February, does not happen without an amazing sales team, which we brag on a lot, but the people that hold it all together, operations department. We are blessed with a world-class operations department. 79 process listing changes in the month of February. Over $31 million in volume, a 54% increase in status changes since January. 21 photo shoots, 50% increase over January. 46 new under contracts processed, representing $22.5 million. And remember, these under contracts, they're going to close many of those in March, and for our record March. 97 courier trips. Those couriers are busy. They're putting new houses on the market signs. They're putting under contract signs. They're putting Supras. They're putting just sold. They're putting lock boxes. They are keeping that listings going front and center to our clients. Billboards, you know I love them. And as I drive around town, I see many that have been up for a while. And it's fun to see Whitney, Jurassic Park themed. Mark and Neil, James Bond theme, License to Sell. Mark and Neil, Star Wars theme, The Market Awakens. Mark and Neil, Ghostbuster theme, Who You Gonna Call? Now, those were a lot of featured Mark and Neil, but in March, you're gonna see 5 billboards, and you know what? They're gonna have all agents on them. Spring Market, Whitney Stevens, ready for a fresh start. Matt Lamb, real estate team, Where You're Planted Matters. Keely Gerard, her first billboard, congratulations. Let's plant you in the right home. Burjan's Group, The Spring is Blooming, and Kathy Eichelberger, Outgrowing Your Current Home. And by the way, they're cool and they're all spring themes. Agent Wins. Whitney's been on fire. She closed her biggest deal, $1.1 million, record 4 closings in 1 week for almost $2 million. Shout out to Allison Shumway, who continues to win deals because of her clear communication, relationship building with the other agents. And she's been negotiating some tough inspections, but here's the thing, calm, collected, getting deals done. Stacy Cox, I'm not sure what to say about all those listings she has that she is getting sold. She competed against 6 other agents to represent a listing, and it was no contest. She's consistently our highest converter. She knows her area, and she gets it done by winning the listing appointment and then over communicating with their clients and getting them sold. Ashley Zimmer, first closing. Going back to $1 million agents, Whitney sold 4, $1.9 million. Matt Lamb Real Estate, 4, $1.5 million. Keely, first billboard we already talked about, 5 deals, $1.4 million. Burjan's Group, 3, $1.2 million. And Kathy Eichelberger, 3 for $1.36 million. Congratulations. Featured listings, 351 Oak Stand in Chesterfield. They took it over from 2 other agents. And you know what happened? They got it under contract. Congratulations. Way to prepare that for sale, which you did. The first 2 agents put it on the market. You all weren't prepared to put it on the market without doing some work. So way to go. 39 Willow Hill. It's coming soon. That is going to be a great one. We already have 23 showings. 50 Crucknarrow in Weldon Springs, listed by the Burjan's Group. It is a great property in Whitmore Country Club. 6 bed, 3.5 bath, 5,300 square feet. It's a great one. 5 Break Court in Sunset Hills. Neil Gellman listing that custom-built atrium ranch. Fence lot, sought after. Tapawingo Golf Community. 109 Sterling Crossing in Dardine Prairie, listed by the Burjan's Group. 1.5 story, former display home situated on a professional landscape lot. 5 bed, 3.5 baths, over 2,800 square feet. We have a busy March. We have a busy March of closings. We have a busy March of new listings. We have a busy March of a lot of videos, a lot of blogs by yours truly behind the screen. I know she's cringing right now, Jessica, but way to go. Also, in honor of Women's History Month, we're putting a team together to give back, make care packages for the women's shelters in St. Louis. That's awesome. Also, top producer lunch. We've missed a couple of them. Time's gotten away. So we have a top producer. I think it's going to be like 14 of us at Yaya's. Very exciting. Also, client appreciation, not in March, but those invites will go out. One of my most favorite client appreciation events, bowling party. It's going to be in April. We just have a lot of great things going on. We have a lot of great people that I'm excited. You're going to see some new additions to the team, which I'm really excited for. We just have a lot of great things going on, a lot to be positive about. One thing we do, we focus on what we can control. Too many people focus on the uncontrollables. And by the way, ton of uncontrollables right now going on in real estate, going on in the world. I can't focus on those. I focus on what we can control within our business, within our ecosystem, within our people, and great things are happening. Look forward to seeing you next month.